Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another session here with Safe Haven Workbench. We've been doing some work today, not this last week, but today, and we have got to a point of where I'm ready to show an update of where we're at on this project. So we will go over that. Been doing a lot of gluing today. First off, let's start with the structure. Zoom in here. So I'm working on getting the under eaves on. In fact, actually, I got the lower section on. It's still drying. It's still drying. And so I got all of this side done, this edge, this edge, and then I went and did a strip just down below here. And then I got all of the upper done. And there is no lip here on the back, so what I might do is just put a piece the best I can. Kind of like that. I'm just going to butt up like that, and I think it will look good. It'll look pretty good. Once I'm done doing this stuff, I'll be able to go to the windows and add the sills in that stick off. And then I have a couple of pieces to put on here. Then this will be done. Then I'll be able to put it onto its foundation, which is that. Right there. And if you remember, in the last video, I talked about making it like this. So now that they're all freestanding, and all I did is I just took the other section I told you about, and I added all the new construction is in white. I will be staining that as well before this goes on it. But for now, we're going to put this in here like that. This will get connected on like that. Kind of put that up on the like that, and then we'll have Waymans coming out right here. On this side of the roof, there will be a sign that's it's going to go for this structure. It's going to be a cafe and bakery. So the name of it I'm still working on. But I know it's going to be a cafe and a bakery. That's along the waterfront. And then these structures, also Ronnie's here needs its trim done, and some touch up on the windows. So now that these two are drawing close to being done, the details will go on to that. These will not be marriaged together until they go on the layout, but I am making it to where I can butt them up to each other. This has all the nice trim on this one. This will probably get trim. This won't get trimmed because I have Waymans going here. This won't have trim because I'm going to have a dock down here. So there's really no reason to add trim onto this structure. It's just, these are there for the receiving side of the Waymans. So the next thing I will do is I will stick Waymans out. This is Waymans. It's supposed to stick like that. But I'm going to build it, but I'm going to put the doors facing this way. I've decided that Waymans will probably, for I don't want all of them going the same direction, but these two work only because Ronnie's is long and narrow and its roof is going this way. Joe's place is wide and the roof is going this way versus this one going this way. So what I'm going to do is add a different direction. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right here. So now you can see that you're going to have a roof going left to right, a roof going front to back, and then you're going to have a roof going side to side. And that will give a lot of depth and a lot of interest to the scene because you have different roof angles. You have a lot going on just Ronnie's alone. And then you have a kind of a building on a pier here. And this is also lighted. So, I mean, I've considered turning it this way, the other way around, like this, but it doesn't fit. Or going like this, maybe. I kind of like that too. I kind of like that, actually. So what I will be doing is, the reason why I had it the other way is this actually protects the structure from water coming in. If you turn it this way, this wall and everything just takes a beating. But you have this one here that's in between. So I might decide to do something like that. But because this is also tied to the street, I'm also doing it this way. See, Ronnie's has a door. Ronnie's have a walkway in. And I've been thinking about that. So you come in this way, you can't really get to anything. So there's a resolve to this. I could flip it. I could flip it around and play with it, but I could put them side by side, like so. Turn it around. But the original plan is what I'll probably have, but I've been playing around with how I want to do this, and the way that Wayman's fits in, I just like how it's going to sit like this. This is an access point, so oops. There's doors on either side, plus the door here on the front. So there's doors on 3 sides. So we have access points here, here, and here on Ronnie's River, which is probably going to be it's not river repair, but it's going to be a oops, sorry guys. This actually is going to be Tebec's bakery and cafe. This is going to be something different. I'm still working on what I'm going to actually make it, which is why there's no signage on it. When I get it designed what I want it to be, I will add signage on the top. Some way on this side, and maybe a small sign here, and then maybe a sign up here of what it's going to be. Right now, it might stay river repair. I have no idea, but I actually like the look of this way or the other way, because either way the roofs are going this way instead of this way. It just adds to the depth, because then you have this like that. So either way this goes on, I like the way it looks just because of the contrast. As I said, you're going to have Wayman's here have its roof like this. These are different styles of roofs and shapes, so it meshes really nicely, gives it a good variety, and then it also will freestand on its own and be tied in, just like this one was tied in. This will be tied in. This is more of a brown gray. This is a charcoal black, and this was a green piece that I had kind of let's see if I can find it. Yeah. And I'm not finding what I'm looking for, but it was kind of a same green as Ronnie's. And so I used my thinners, alcohol, and everything, and got it dwindled down. And it has kind of a I use my creosote black on that. And then on Wayman's, I'm probably going to use, haven't used it for a while, so I'll probably use my shadow gray. So I'm figuring the shadow gray would look good. But yeah, that's kind of how it's looking. It's coming along great. Before I even begin this, I really gotta finish up these two. Get this one's almost done. Just gotta do the trim on that and touch up the windows. I'm working on getting some string stuff for the inside here. But the remaining bit of that will get done when I put this all together. This will have a little ramp thing there for a barge thing. Then you have Wayman's come out here, just like that. That'll be an interconnection piece, which will leave a lot. It'll bump it out this way instead of being so secluded. I mean, I could go that way. But it just doesn't look right to me. It's got to come out and have... It's going to have to come out and have a little bit of an out push here. I'm going to carve this stuff into the land so that this all comes up and we'll have a spot. Because I was thinking about just putting it like this. And then having water down in there. And then putting this in right here. Like so. But I like my alley better. So we're going to do that. And then we'll just put the land up in with that when I get it on the layout. So you'll have regular land here walking out. And then this will be sitting down in the water, so to speak. But with that, that's pretty much where we're at. We got quite a bit done on that. I've also been very busy doing other things this last week. I have been working on train stuff. I've been working on locomotives and whatnot. And the most recent one I got was my Southern Pacific ABA. This one's a Dubby. This one's powered. I'm in the process of putting this all back together after servicing it. So that I'll get my parts out and start working on that and get that one done. And then this train's all serviced. It's all good to go. I even cleaned the wheels with my new toy. I actually have one of each. Where did it go? So this is my tidy track. I have one for HO and I have one for InScale. This is my InScale one. So basically how it works is you can set it on whichever way you want on here. And you take this little plug and you plug it in. Must have the power on. Yep. So what it does is never turn it full. The way the instructions say to keep it down low, I keep it on about 20. Now this sits weights down. It says to let it hit, come down with that, and then you gradually what this does is it takes all the stuff off your wheels. That's about as much as they say to run it. That actually makes it there. They have also white pads that you can peel these off and you put in the white pads for them. But that's a pain in the butt to do it every time. So at some point I'll have 2 of these in HO and InScale. I mean, it only costs me $30 for these, and that includes the big one. See, I paid $29.99 for the HO scale and also for the InScale as well. And as you see, I haven't even broke out the HO yet. And the pads I'm referring to are the ones you see right here. These are the basically what they call polishing pads. It takes off any of the extra grime from the black ones, and that's what it's designed to do. It's to take all the grime off your wheels. It's a quick way to clean your trucks and your wheels. There's lots of ways to do it, but that's the way that I'm doing it, and it works great for me. And I'm working on that, and a lot of some steam locomotives over here that I've been working on. It's this guy right here. This is an actual steam locomotive number 99. Yep, number 99. There's many versions of this out there because I've seen different ones with different motors. I have 2 different ones. One's a Southern Pacific, and this one is being used as part of the Santa Fe. And then I got a Locomotive 31,004. But this one was the funny one. They had this mess. if you can see that, that is epoxy. They had epoxied this around here, and then epoxy on here, which you can see some of the residue, which I'm gonna clean off. And then it came up, they had this epoxied all together like this. So that's supposed, this is supposed to go like this. That's not all the way on there, but I think you'll get the point. Because I'm doing cleaning to it. They had it epoxied very well right there, and that's where I'm working, trying to get all this epoxy out of. And they have some epoxy here, as you can see. So all they did is they had it up like this. They epoxied it right to the frame, right up under the motor, out through the back, and under into the tender. I am redoing all this wire just to make it right and clean and new, so there's no issues. And no better way to do it than with this guy. This guy I've been waiting to use. Brand new soldering iron. Didn't pay very much for it. I think it's like 12 bucks is all it was. And this will be a fun new toy. There we go. Pull it out real quick so you can see what it looks like. Ooh. Oh, it has a nice. Oh, has soldering paste. Let me move these out of the way here. So it has some soldering paste. It says it's for good insulation, good immersion, joint high intensity, no poison or erosion, no deterioration, no dry, smooth welding surface. Now mine, you can't see it very well, but it is the digital one. It tells you the temperature. There's a power plus or minus in temperature. And it comes with a cap. If I want a new tip, here's the tip. I'm going to take off that. And this tip gets replaced. And it can slide right back on over that. This heats up the metal in here. It goes back on like that. So again, this comes off. This tip comes off. This is what heats up the tip. And then this whole sleeve comes all the way out. And when you take the cap off, See the tip cap like that. This comes over this. This is just a shield. This is just a shield. It screws down. That's the tip. Small grip. We'll see how it works when I use it. And then this is my stand, my soldering stand. Little foam piece for something. Let's go in that. And then I got some more tips. Very fine, whatever I need to do, it's right there. And it comes with tweezers. And then it comes with solder wire, 50-gram weight and 2.0% flux. So that is going to be helpful when I work on my locomotives. So it's all awesome. Learning to repair them is half the fun. So that is where we are at. So we are going to call that a wrap, guys. I am going to go and do what I got to do with the hobby, and we're going to call it a day. So we'll see you hopefully sometime next week. All right, take care.